Taurus. It's your girl, Mercy, the Big Body Benz. Run tell them. The Big Body High Priestess, somebody come see this. I popped in to do your reading for the month of July, Taurus. Let's just pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guide, spirit animal, source, God, universe. Please allow me to tap in with my Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node to see what messages you have for them for the month of July. I am sending my Tauruses a little love and support as they navigate all of the emotions that Cancer season is bringing up for us at this time, Spirit. Please protect the space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. Yo, I feel like making amazing progress, looking amazing in one way, and yet going through it in another, being, looking rough in another way. Heavy on the Taurus moon energy. Yes, let's go in a real way. I'm a Taurus moon. Period. I feel like looking really amazing in certain ways, doing really amazing. You should be really proud of the progress that you made. We're going through it on in another way, and people can see, see that you've been emotional, see that you've been crying, see that you've been stressed out somehow. There's a lot of anxiety coming up, a lot of things about, money issues I find that you've been dealing with. I feel like finally getting to move on from. Before I go any further, as you come in, please like this video, subscribe if you haven't, if you're new here. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. If you want to book with me for a personal reading, donate to me, follow me on any other platform, or subscribe to my Patreon. Now is the perfect time to do it. There is a ton of amazing content up there that is timeless. You know the vibes. Yeah. So boom. We're gonna break down the weeks. It's crazy because I did Aries reading first, and Aries was real simple. It was one card per week, and I just pulled to clarify a little further on each. But you got a lot going on this month. Like 5 cards popped out for the first week alone. So I love this energy. I feel like coming into the first week of July, really fucking emotional in a lot of ways, really coming out of depression, even battling your depression, battling heavy ass emotions. A lot of issues coming up, a lot of daddy issues coming up at this time. For some of you, a lot is coming up in regards to mothering yourself, mothering your children. Your lack of being nurturing with yourself, your lack of being nurturing in general, which could be with your significant other, or just this has been your, you have a history of this, realizing this about yourself, but realizing it's because of not getting that nurturing yourself coming up. So not knowing how to be soft in a certain way, wanting to, having that desire deep down inside, but being really disconnected from it. And it starts with you. You don't give yourself that same softness. You don't give yourself that same grace. How could you give it to anybody else? And needing to be real with yourself about where it's weighing on you. You may look or seem to people to be a lot more nurturing than you actually are. You have to be cold. You have to go get it. You have to worry about things. You have you not feeling safe, not feeling protected. A lot of this shit coming up, a lot of root chakra shit coming up at this time, So coming into July, I feel like moving out of this energy finally, moving on is out here. Patience is out here. So I just feel like you need to continue to be patient with yourself. Be patient in regards to certain seeds that you have planted. This new moon, I feel like you use this new moon the way that you were supposed to, Taurus. I feel like you could really benefit. A lot of blessings coming in from Cancer season at this time, because I feel like Gemini season was really rough on you. It was a lot of things heavy on it being focused on that you needed to work on your throat chakra. You ruled the throat, haven't been feeling like your best self. Heavy on someone successfully healing their throat. Someone who has chronic sore throats. Someone who has had a tonsil stone. Someone who has had, strep throat a lot, whatever, healing themselves, or you healing other people, or you learning how to own. There's something about the way that you communicate. People find the way that you communicate to be really off-putting. For some of you, it is the fucking tone of your voice. It's your persona. It's the way that you communicate, the way that you present yourself a certain way. They don't like it. It's off-putting to them, or they know that you're not being real somehow. Some of you are going to be really losing that shit, dropping that shit, giving people the real deal, giving them the authentic you, or people want you to be more polished. The opposite of that. They want you to be fake. They want you to present yourself this way. They have this idea of you in their mind that they want you to present yourself a certain way. That's not who you are. You keep it too real. You tell people how you feel. And I just feel like owning that, moving on from where you get really triggered when you start thinking about other people's perception of you. I feel like a lot of people sending you a lot of psychic attacks, someone genuinely wanting your life to spiral out of control, or wanting you to fall from grace somehow, wanted you to be in your head. I feel like someone plotting on your money. Someone plotting on your money, plotting on your success. Someone's like, I'm going to hit Taurus where it fucking hurts. Coming out of this, surviving this. Some of you survived this, but you got hit harder because you didn't really protect certain things a certain way. Some of you didn't do your return work. I said what I said, but there was some negative energy being sent, an attack of someone's business, or a slowing down somehow of your finances, or just this feeling of instability, feeling unsafe. There was a lot of anxiety that has been coming up. I feel like someone's successfully taking their business to the next level after being worried about it. This could be, a lot of this anxiety could just be something that happened internally. Nothing had to happen externally. You were kind of projecting onto, heavy on the deceiving yourself. You're allowing your shadow to kind of project a lot of fear and failure onto what you've been building for yourself. But that's not your story. That's not the outcome. So a lot of moving through these emotions. A lot of journaling. I feel like the first week of July. Being at peace, finally getting grounded. And I just feel like some seeds were planted, and you're not going to get the money right now, or, you're not going to get what you need right now. You won't get instant gratification for what you're doing or how you're expanding your business, but it will come in when it's supposed to. So I just feel like being, heavy on the being assured, being at ease finally. It that you came out of a rough ass cycle. Heavy on the, I don't know what the fuck that was, but I made it through. I feel like a lot of your confidence taking a hit. You not feeling as like what you've been building is as promised, as you wanted it to be at this time. For some of you, your anger really getting the best of you. Heavy on the, I'm done with this cycle. I'm done letting my fucking emotions, being so emotional over something, so passionate about something, having so much anger about something. I mean this. I'm heavy on the, I'm fighting a certain war for something. You could have dedicated your life to something. I'm fighting a war, but I gotta fight smart or the right way, or make sure people don't feel attacked while I'm trying to show them that I'm fighting for them or with them, not against them, or fighting for the connection with them. There's some shit out here that it just gets lost in translation, being so passionate about something that it gets lost in translation. Being fucking done with that. Also, moving on from people's perception of you. I can't control how you feel about me. I can't control, right? I don't want to fight about it. Moving on from fighting, moving on from getting angry, being able to speak from the enlightened version of you, who you are now. Some of you have you only being triggered. That shadow has been coming out, or comes out in the first week. You're dealing with this energy. Someone's been triggered this way, is coming out. Have you only been on a shadow bench? Coming out of that because someone has triggered you. Will they still deal with you as if they're dealing with the unhealed version of you, or they trigger the unhealed version of you. For some of you, someone is like, oh, you ghetto, or something like this. And it's like, yeah, I may come from there, or that shit is in me. Some of you are like, yeah, that shit ain't never going nowhere. That's my roots. That's where I come from. Well, it can get real hood. It can get this. It can get that. And people look down on you somehow for it. But there's something about this shit. Needing to not be defensive, meaning to, I want to communicate with someone, I want to move forward in a positive way. This could be with your business, but this could also be with your family, this could be in your personal life, certain connections, certain relationships moving forward. I don't want to be so defensive. I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to keep, so some of you are dealing with someone, in your life now, and you can't see them for who they are, and they can't see you for who you are, because y'all keep dealing with the old version of who both of you were. A lot of childhood wounds coming up. A lot of childhood wounds coming up. Someone triggered the wounded inner child, and so you've been acting that way, acting out that way, you know lashing out a certain way. Remember who you are. Remember how far. Remember how far you come. Remember how enlightened you are. Remember how strong you are. Remember how much how much strength, how much courage, how much passion you have for the things that you've done, and how far you are not the same person. Having to make sure that you coming at this all wrong, Taurus. I just feel like stepping back into your power the first week of July, like remembering who the fuck you are, and readjusting your approach. No lack mentality. I'm not about to lose shit. Nothing is in jeopardy. I'm safe now. Heavy on that, I'm safe now. I'm not wounded. I'm not afraid. I'm not lashing out. Taking time to really think and sit with your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions, and responding to something, 11:11 on the clock, in a really healed and composed way. It allows you to get that response in return. So it's really beautiful, because for some of you this is with an Aquarius, you end up having amazing results. So there being a lot of healing and a connection with an Aquarius. But for others of you, to show up any other way would be to cheat yourself, to play yourself, deceive yourself, and this. Have you know this? You know, I can't let someone, I need to recognize, or I recognize, I'm self-aware, heavy on the self-awareness of where I am triggered, and then your self-worth comes up, your self-esteem comes up, heavy on this energy, so I just feel like someone triggering you a certain way, and you taking your power back, remembering who you are, and not running from the connection, but meeting it head on. Let me address this. Let me address these people. Let me address this issue. This will not attack me anymore. This fear. Fuck that. This is me. This is how I feel. Owning it, and I just feel like it's powerful. It's beautiful. And if you've been struggling to show people the real you, and you've been struggling for there to be a breakthrough in the next level of what you want to do, right? This could be the next level of a connection with someone. You want the connection to get deeper, you got to be vulnerable, you got to show who you really are. Put down that tough guy exterior, that energy, that tough woman exterior. Put that shit down. Or for some of you, this is the next level of your career, the next level of your platform. You've reached a level where people know you ain't being really authentic for real, and that's what's being asked of you. What do you really want to say? So again, coming into the second week of July, new beginnings is in reverse. Rejoice and celebration is in reverse. Triumphant success. This is the Ace of Swords in reverse. Choose wisely in reverse. Movement, choices, decisions, foundations, and achievements is out here. So I just really feel like they're being a lot of things still going up mentally that you haven't said out loud yet, or haven't released. Have you on the release? This could be planning a new beginning, a new expansion in a business, a revamping of a business. Someone is going to be extending, so offering new service, expanding, or there will be new options, more options. They'll offer more services or more options somehow, but I also really feel like having to think about what it is that you want to focus on more now. Like, do you want to, a lot, also some of you will be planting, gardening if you haven't, starting your garden if you haven't already, expanding that, or planting seeds with intention. These are the seeds that you plant for the new moon, but whatever. Some of you are going to be worrying about what is this you want to focus on more. Do I want to focus more on money, on family? Do I want to focus more on creating? Do I want to focus more on traveling, even for some of you? For some of you, or do I want to focus more on my relationship? Some of you've been focused so much on your damn career that your relationship or your love life has really suffered. Some of you are really fortunate in regards to love, to have a really amazing partner who's totally invested in you. Someone is really romantic. Someone is really invested. So this might even be someone who has that type of history. But when you show up as a different version of yourself, where you're really soft with this person, you let your guard down a certain way, they just want to give you the world. You give them a certain energy, they give you a certain energy. Some of you are really going through this, and others of you, you gotta soften yourself a little bit, be a little vulnerable in order to let someone in. You want a certain type of love, you gotta let them in, I also feel like there's still a lack of communication. There's a conversation that needs to be had, that doesn't happen even by the second week. You could be trying to have this conversation with someone in the first week, but yeah, but but even by week two it doesn't happen. I feel like even after a conversation, you and someone still are not close. You don't know how to move forward or don't know how to close the gap. You know, someone wants to reconcile with you, they just don't know where to start. You want to reconcile with someone, don't know where to start. Hmm. You know, being really impatient, just feeling like you have to wait, you have to wait, you have to wait, certain money being tied up or waiting for your money to come in, or there being several failed attempts at a connection, just waiting for something to pay off. Having to be really patient the first 2 weeks, because that patience is out here for the first week. So there's a lot of battling your mind, you know, when you find yourself really anxious or in your head. A lot of anxiety coming up, a lot of worried about shit, doing shit that makes you feel good, connecting with people that make you feel good. Have you on there being someone around you that understands you, that's there for you, that doesn't, you're not complaining too much for them, you're not, you know, you're not too much for this person. Bubble wrap them, protect them. Have you on this energy? Find your people, find those people, you know, because they're really gonna love on you at this time or when you feel this way. Right. You know, it's that feeling of being in limbo, the new journey, the new beginning. It's out here twice. Full card and the new beginning is out here. It's out here twice in reverse. It ain't time yet. This is your period of rest. Rest may be really uncomfortable for you, but this is your period of rest. You know, um, third week, rest and rejuvenation. This month, so much is going on mentally and communication wise, and being uncomfortable because you're being forced to deal with yourself, and life itself may be at a standstill. Someone may want to take a trip come the third week of July. They may be worried that they can't go as far as they want to go. Someone may need to go on vacation. It's long overdue. You may feel as if it's hard for you to do it, or other things come up, or your finances may be an issue, but it's long overdue. It's necessary that someone goes to do. Someone, you know, goes on vacation, takes a few days for themselves, even if they can't go as far as they want, even if they can't go as far as they want. Someone wants to be out of the house or away from home, but they don't got to be too far away to have what they want. So just hold hope that you'll be able to have the time, the space, the rest that you need, the vacation that you need. Even someone has felt by the third week of July, also someone has felt that they've enjoyed, someone's been back home with their family or spending time with family, has felt that they've okay, I enjoy being here. You know, I enjoy being home. Someone may have moved away or is far away. Someone wants to visit, needs to see back home, hasn't visited back home, or goes back home, or has been there for a few months and is like, okay, I've had enough. I'm ready to go back to my new life. I'm ready to go back to where I've moved. Someone who realizes that home ain't home anymore. Home is somewhere new. You've made a new home, you know. Home is where the heart is. Heavy on your heart being elsewhere. Some of this could be with a person, a relationship, where you just focusing on your future, your happiness, your peace. It's just elsewhere. It's not where you come from or where with the people, you know, the people in the environment you came up with the mentality you came up with, you know, or you have to leave it. In order to move forward and have positive moving forward with someone, you have to stop revisiting your past with them. You have to stop revisiting the trauma, you know, or in order to move past forward with anyone in a positive way, you have to stop revisiting certain things. For some of you, all you know with masculine energy is that, you know, I don't know what this is, but a lot of this energy, there's a divine feminine. All she knows about a good man is that he provides, he shows up financially, but you don't know nothing about a man who really knows, who really expresses his love for you, gives you his heart, what to do with him when you have him, holds no space for his emotions. It makes it really unsafe for him when he expresses himself this way. You got to work on this. You got to work on this. Have you on the having a really unhealthy idea of what divine masculine is, or what your ideal masculine partner is. This energy, you know, you don't know how to be soft for the very person that you want to love on you, take care of you. When you encounter him, or you've had a history of really fucking rough ass masculines who are not, you know, they haven't been delicate with your fucking heart, and now you're cold as shit, but you have someone who just wants to love you, just wants to nurture you. Like, don't lose that connection. Don't, you know, or you already have been kind of beating that connection up. You kind of already been abusing it a little bit. Don't let that get away from you. you know, or find it so hard, you're so fucking emotionally detached, find it so hard to let your fucking guard down, be safe with the masculine, fully fucking trust him, you know, keep one eye on him all at all times because you don't fucking trust him, but because of what your father was like, or what because your exes was like, or the people, the masculines who come before him, it's time to heal that. It's time to release that. You deserve all the fucking good things. Someone wants to give you all the fucking good things. The universe wants to give you all the good things. Someone wants to show you that they are not who they were before. You got to use your discernment about who this is. Or honestly, you know, a lot of daddy wounds being out here, you know? A lot of daddy wounds being out here, or certain people think that you got it better than you actually do when you don't. But a lot of daddy issues coming up because I just feel like, you know, looking at someone and having so much trauma, so much pain comes up when you look at them. Meanwhile, this person you want to connect with them, but this person genuinely has grown so much from who they were when they caused that pain, that trauma, and you can't move forward if y'all don't talk about it. You can't move forward if you don't let them know or make them acknowledge in that way your feelings by you acknowledging and holding space for it. You ain't got to be tough and power through, having to let them know where they've hurt you, but also be open. The Empress wants to cry. The inner child is upset. Don't hurt her. Come here. Make you pop.
Give me a ball.
Hug me. Just hug me. Can I have a moment of your
I
time?
don't give me a ball. I don't give me a huggy.
You want to watch Huggy Wuggy?
No, I don't have me huggy wuggy.
Okay. You want to sit in here with me for a minute while you calm down? Don't touch that though, okay? Mm-hmm. Heavy on the having to nurture, take care of, be patient with the inner child as certain things come up. Real shit. Also, some of you heavy on the... Yo, let me say this. I don't know what the hell the download was before. It came and went, and that's it. Yeah, it is what it is. But I want to say this. There really is something about you being really fucking frustrated with the fact that your fucking life, the way spirit fucking works in your life, Taurus, and the fact that you can't communicate that with people like you can with your people. You know what I'm saying? The people who get you, other people who are connected, tapped in like you, or who have spirit working in their life the way that you do. But not everybody fucking gets you. So like, when certain things happen, or when you're moved to do certain things, it being so frustrated to not even be able to communicate with that with others. Like, yo, I know you don't get it, but like, I'm healing this right now, and because I'm healing this right now, Spirit is gonna make me go fucking go do this. I gotta go do this and heal this. I'm sorry. I gotta go do this, heal this, so that this doesn't affect me anymore, so I can get back to taking care of this. And on the outside, people may think you're all over the place. On the outside, people don't understand your actions, or literally, they're divine. And people don't understand this about you, that you are spirit led, that you are obedient, that you surrender to the changes, that you're really doing this work on yourself. And it's like those who get it, but you also have to share your life at times with people who don't, often in your families, you know, and it's just this crazy disconnect, and I just feel like work through it. And I don't care if you sound crazy to them. I don't care if they don't get it. Be like, yo, I'm only having this conversation, or I'm only doing this, or I'm only moving this way because I was led to, or I have to, or because I'm working on me. This is this transparency, this vulnerability, being honest. Watch for the things that you put on the back burner as if they aren't urgent. 11 in the room, 9 likes, but that's 9/11 backwards. I just feel like something being urgent, putting it on the back burner till it's too late, till it smacks you in the face. Nah, honor things. Honor the warning lights as urgent, as being urgent. Something about this. Anyway, the last week of July, your energy is really coming through. The suffering and silence is out here. This passion ignited is out here, with obstacles and challenges, fertility in reverse, and the truth. I just feel like owning your truth and being honest. I'm not suffering in silence anymore. Truth out here, heavy on the speaking. There being a massive, I feel like there being a massive heart chakra, heart awakening, a massive heart, heavy on there being a massive heart awakening. Um, 8-8 is going to be relevant for you. It just is. 8-8 is going to be relevant for you, you know. But heavy on the also being prepared. Also being prepared. When is Lionsgate portal? Is that a thing? I don't know. Anyway, like I know it's a thing, but I don't know. Y'all know I'm just intuitive. Like I'm still working on that whole astrology side of things, but I'm just keep hearing like that there's a massive heart awakening that's coming, and it may come in early. Like it happens every year at this time of year for you. You know, for a lot of people, but it's gonna be really strong. I feel for you and Leo, obviously, but you as well. You know, and with this freeing August 8th, 8-8. Okay, Lionsgate portal 8-8. This massive heart awakening. There is something about the work that you got to do in July. Start preparing yourself. Start really honoring what's still in there. Otherwise, okay. Otherwise, you literally suffer a lot more emotionally around that time of the Lionsgate portal. There's something about you being super emotional, or you will literally experience fire in the heart, pain in the heart, right? Because right, heart chakra, right? Wherever we have those energy points, wherever we have blockages, wherever there's pain there, if we don't deal with them, they become physical ailments. So start working on that part of yourself. Start working on your heart chakra, Taurus. The month of July, honor what's coming up for you. Speak your truth. Speak what's on your heart. Connect with the people you love. Heal the fucking connections you want to heal. Take this time to rest, as it's going to be emotionally taxing with things that are coming up for you. But you got to keep doing the work. Just keep showing up, being patient with yourself and with the people that you love, and keep doing the work. You know, because it really helps you level up come August, come Lionsgate portal. It's preparing you, right? I feel like you also feel this energy more intensely or earlier than other people. You start feeling it in your heart, or you already been. Okay, I'm about to get off and help you. Okay. Also, I just feel like being transparent about the obstacles that you've been facing, the things that you've been going through, telling the truth once and for all. You ain't gotta be so strong, and in doing so, it really frees you. You know, it really frees you. You take your power back, because being silent about the things that have been hurting you, or you've been worried about, or you've been struggling with, being silent when you see someone and the pain that it causes you, or whatever, what you've been struggling with in private has been disempowering you. No more of that. Really taking your power back, and that inspiration comes through, that creativity comes through, that shit that you've been waiting for, that inspiration that you've been waiting for the past, that we were talking about, that it comes out here in the first and even more so the second week, where you like, what am I going to do? How am I going to expand this? How am I going to take this to the next level? I had a dream of you rapping yesterday. I think Spirit is getting ready to channel an album through you. Absolutely. I've already started working on a new album. It's been 2 years. I'm already working on it. Why? Because that Taurus moon energy, and I've been working on my throat chakra. I just healed my throat chakra. I got some things to say. Period. Yeah, so that inspiration, you will find that inspiration again. It's coming back to you. This is what I want to do, or not even that, but the drive to do it. Also, the big reveal. For some of you, you've been working on it, but it's the big reveal. Some people want to know what you're doing next. You're going to be showing them by the end of July. Expect to get a lot of support. Expect to get a lot of support. I also feel like the recurring theme for you out here is to stop accepting shitty fucking offers. Do not make shitty offers to people, and don't accept shitty offers to people. Make sure that people get their worth when they're dealing with you, but make sure that people know your worth when they offer you something. Don't you know what I'm saying? Heavy on the not approaching a goddess without an offering, but don't fucking approach the empress with crumbs. You know what I'm saying? Don't approach divine feminine with something beneath her, with less than her. Same thing for divine masculine. Same thing for divine masculine. You need to know your worth. You need to know that you're the prize. Heavy on this energy of you're not here to prove your worth to anybody. It's an honor to connect with you. It's an honor to be graced with your presence, your knowledge, your love, your wisdom. Period. Your energy. Your energy. Period. I love you. It's your girl Mercy, the Big Body Benz. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Peace.